We are in Melbourne, just checked into the hotel. HYROX Melbourne weekend. I'm so excited. So this is the first HYROX race for the 24-25 season, and HYROX Melbourne has 2 days worth of racing, Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I decided to fly in a day early to relax. I don't have to rush, and I found out that the pro race is in the evening. They actually moved it to 6 p.m. for the pro women. So I've got a long time till I race pretty much. I've done like almost 12,000 steps already, just walking around the airport, and then walking from Southern Cross Station to the hotel was a little bit longer than I thought. It was like a 20-25 minute walk. And I also went to DFO because DFO is right around the corner. I'm so lucky that I didn't bring my wallet with me when I was at DFO, because I would have emptied the bank account, guys. There was just so many sales on all the brands: Puma, Saucony, Adidas, Nike, every single brand, just sale, sale, sale. Last year I did HYROX 2 times. I did HYROX Sydney and then HYROX Melbourne. They were 2 weeks apart between races, and I beat my time by 14 minutes within 2 weeks. And there's a video on that, which I'll link down below if you're keen to watch. So HYROX has been a little bit of a focus for me. I recently got a new coach and I've been working with him. He's amazing, because especially because I am a coach myself, I need someone else to do my own programming. I find it so easy to be able to program and hold other people accountable, but it's just nice to not have to stress about my programming and just leave it to someone else, especially someone who has coached a lot of top level HYROX athletes and hybrid athletes. So he's given me all of my race plan, my shakeout workout that I'm going to be doing today in the gym, as well as my warm up and everything for tomorrow. All my nutrition, everything is covered, so I do not have to stress. I just have to follow everything to a T and we'll be good. I've set myself a really high goal for tomorrow. I'd love to get an hour 15, which is obviously a big jump, because when I did HYROX Melbourne last year, I got an hour 27. My wave starts at 6 p.m. and yeah, just a little bit later than I'm used to. So this is really bizarre, starting an event at like 6 p.m. That's dinner time for me. I usually start to wind down. I tend to train in the morning as well, so it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see the progress in my compromised running, just to maintain control and composure. And I know that this race is going to hurt, you know, especially if you're going to push yourself. And what I mean by hurt is that you're trying to challenge yourself, you're trying to push yourself, your heart's going to be racing, you're going to be feeling your muscles, maybe cramp, hopefully not cramp tomorrow, but you are putting in a lot of effort, and I am surrendering to that. I'm admitting to myself that, you know, this isn't meant to be easy. I am just meant to handle as much as I can and really just bring the effort. All the training's done. Tomorrow is the last piece of hard work, which is to execute. I'd also really love to qualify for World Championships as well. It is just, I didn't think I would want to go. Like last year, it definitely wasn't on the cards for me. I came second in my age group in Melbourne, and then the race before that, when I did Sydney, I came third. And I just wasn't fit. After watching the World Championships this year, it's definitely lit a fire to be able to compete there wherever in the world it's going to be. So tomorrow, fingers crossed, I can win my age group so I can solidify a spot to World Championships. If not, it's just going to be a goal that I'm going to keep working towards, because I think it would be so cool to experience that. It's a little bit scary to say your goals out loud, but you have no one else to worry about except yourself. Like, people can judge you about your goals and they can say all they want, but at the end of the day, like, you're the one who's living your life, and if you put in the effort, at some point you are going to achieve your goals, as long as you don't give up. And that's what I've been trying to tell myself, that I can achieve my goals. It might take a little bit longer than I initially anticipated, but as long as I don't stop it's going to happen at some point. Right now, I'm going to get ready to head to the gym to do my shakeout workout. I will bring you guys along and get this underway. I've just changed into some leggings and I'm going to wear my race shoes. So these are the Puma Deviate Nitro 2s. I love the grip on these for the sleds. I was actually going to wear Sauconys, but I didn't like the grip on them, and the sled track that I was training at the gym was super slippery one day and I almost smashed my chin on the sled. So I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna go back to my Pumas. I know that these work really well. Now we are good to go. Shakeout workout, let's get it done. So I just organized all the stuff that I'm going to be wearing tomorrow for my race. I've got my Puma sweatbands, my gel, because I'll be taking a gel with me to have around the halfway mark, my Puma shorts, Garmin heart rate monitor to track my heart rate stats after the race. Then I can't decide between my socks. My Deviate Nitro 2s, which are super shiny. I love how bright these are. Puma sports bra, of course, and my Strong Runner Lifting Club muscle crop tank. I just launched the brand this week and it's just going to be so cool to be able to wear my own brand on race day. I don't know if I'm going to wear this during the race, because obviously it's inside the convention center, it's going to be hot. I'm going to do all my registration and stuff so I don't have to stress about it tomorrow morning, so I can just have breakfast, don't have to line up for ages waiting to register, and I can just make the most of my morning talking to everyone, and then I can chill out before my race. So this will be good. I didn't even know that they did the pre-registration. I think that's a really smart idea. A friend of mine told me that they opened at 4 and they finish at 8 p.m. tonight for pre-HYROX registration. All right, we made it to the exhibition center. Let's get registered for tomorrow. I think this is going to be the bag drop area for tomorrow. Really cool.
Hey. So yes, perfect. Do you have your valid ID, please?
Oh yes, it's just on my phone.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good.
Okay, so Women's Pro?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just get your valid ID. Okay, so this is your timing chip. So make sure you don't lose this one. It's a $90 fee if you do.
Yeah.
You have to put this on your right ankle.
Cool.
Here we go. This is your ticket for all of the days.
Yeah.
This is also what how we categorize you. This one is your bib number. You have to write this down on your right forearm.
Yeah.
So take a picture.
At Rego, they gave us our timing chip and our band for the weekend so that we can spectate and just get into the venue. Of course, I got GYG. I feel like every time I'm in Melbourne, I get GYG before a race. Burrito bowl with double beef. It has rice, cheese, tomato, some corn chips, beans. some pico de gallo. Yum, yum, yum. I also got a medium fries and a drink for tomorrow. The night before race, what I like to do as well is I like to journal. So I just like to think about my goals, what I want to achieve, how I'm feeling, just so I can have some memories, tangible memories of a moment in time. And with that being said, let's finish this lovely dinner and then shower, journal, and get to sleep. See you tomorrow morning. Biggest tip I have is to give yourself enough time to get into the venue, because you have to cross the racetrack, so people will be running at you in order to get into the venue. So I'm going to show what I mean. So people are crossing and we have our runners approaching. As you can imagine, with thousands of people coming to a HYROX race, you want to give yourself ample time because there's not too much space. It's also super loud, so if you have any sensitivities to loud noise, I recommend bringing some earphones. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour around the convention centre. So after you walk in and cross the track, we have the merch store. Everything is made by Puma, which is really cool this year. So into the warm-up zone, you've got all the ergs. You can test out the sled track as well. HYROX has new equipment for the races this year. So I'm going to take you through all of the official competition equipment. Centre is doing all of the equipment. Chris Hemsworth is the ambassador. Kettlebells for the farmer's carry. Obviously we've got our 3 different main weights, 16 kilos, 24 and 32. Wall balls, 9 kilos, 6 kilos and 4 kilos. And we've got our sandbags for the walking lunges, 3 different weights, 10, 20, 30 kilos. The sled weights, which are obviously controversial at times, so it'll be very interesting to test out the sleds this time around. And this is the rope for the sled pull. So very excited to try out the Centre Fit equipment, see how it compares to last year's BFT equipment. What's really cool about HYROX Melbourne is they have this viewing platform. It's just gives you a whole bird's eye view of the entire arena. Right in front of me is the wall ball station, and you can see all the athletes running to the wall balls and then doing the finish line crossover. So I'll show you right now.
What are your names?
I'm Camilla.
And I'm Kate.
Amazing. And what gym do you represent?
BFT Heidelberg, this one.
Amazing. So this is your first HYROX to work with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
What station are you most excited about?
Oh, excited?
I'm excited about the sled pull and push.
Probably the burpees. I know that's like a little bit different, but probably burpees, yeah.
Are you guys doing doubles?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So you guys have those training.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Which one are you most worried about?
For me, the push, so it's good.
And for me,
works out well.
So good.
Yes.
What's a little mantra that you have for yourselves today?
We just want to
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Amazing. Best of luck.
Thank you.
So, what are you guys' names?
I'm True.
I'm Karen.
What event are you doing today?
We're doing the HYROX doubles today. Yeah, exciting.
You guys'
First time.
What are your first thoughts and feelings?
We're nervous, but it's really exciting. I think the vibe is really good, and like there's so much energy. It's really exciting. It's amazing.
Amazing. What's your favourite station?
Mine is a sled pull. Yeah, mine's a sled pull.
Sled push.
Yeah, it's a good combination.
Which one is the one that you're a little bit more hesitant on?
The burpees, for sure. Like the burpees, yeah.
As long as you just keep moving,
Yeah.
swap in and out as you need, you guys will be so tired.
Yeah.
Is there a little mantra that you have for yourselves today?
We're just like keep pushing, keep going. We got this, let's just go. Let's just get it. Like we're very positive, so we're like, let's just get it done.
Just finish.
Yeah. We just want to finish it, yeah.
And is there a gym that you're representing today?
Yeah, we're doing BFT Caroline Springs.
Woo,
Yeah.
Another BFT.
Another BFT, yeah.
Amazing. Best of luck today.
Thank you.
All right, so these two lovely ladies have just finished their race. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Rosie.
I'm Rachel. How was your first experience of HYROX?
Amazing. I couldn't have done it by myself, so I'm so glad to have Rach and us share the load. Yeah, we'll definitely do it again.
Oh, amazing. What was your favourite station?
Favourite station was probably the baby broad jumps. I was a bit worried about them,
smashed it.
but we smashed it. Yeah.
And which station did you kind of have to repeat your mantra to yourself, which was the one that you had to push a bit harder?
The rower.
Yeah, the rower.
The rower.
Yeah, no, the rower was tough. Is there a little mantra that you were giving yourselves when times got tough out in force?
You can do it. Just keep going. You're nearly there.
Go Sweet Cheeks. That's our team name.
Amazing. And what gym are you guys from?
BFT Alston Lake.
Woo! Amazing. I'll see you guys next
Thanks
time.
so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Rachel. Introduce yourself. Is this your first HYROX weekend?
I judged last year, but this is my first weekend judging all weekend and competing tomorrow.
What division are you competing in tomorrow?
In the open. So yeah, my first open race tomorrow. So yeah, pretty nervous already.
You're so good. How's your training been? What have you been doing in your training?
I've been doing a lot of the sims. I've been training at a few different locations as well, and just trying to get better on the skier, doing sprints with the rows skier and on the bike. My running's a little bit weak because I've been injured, but I'm hoping that I can put it out tomorrow. So I'm a bit worried about the burpees, but yeah, should be good.
What station are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, maybe I like lunges. So I think maybe the walking lunges, I feel like I'll be all right on that one.
Yeah, piece is the one that you're worried the most about.
I think just more because I can't jump out because my hammy. So I'm worried that's going to take me more time.
Yeah.
But what I found is once I get into the swing of things, I can jump out. I think I forget about the pain of doing it is so much more than my pain in my hamstring. I think I'll be all right. But probably wall balls because I know how exhausting they are. And out of anything, that's the one that makes me want to vomit. So
you'd be so sweet. And today judging, what are you doing for judging?
So I'm head judge on wall balls today. So not actually specifically judging anyone, but just making sure that everyone is conforming to the movement standards, and that we're just getting everyone through and keep it running smoothly. But yeah, movement standards is my real sticking point that I want people to.
Amazing. I'm keen to catch up with you after your race to get to check in. And best of luck for the weekend.
Good luck to you too, darling.
So I just left the exhibition centre or the hall because I'm going to head back to the hotel and start to decompress a little bit. I managed to interview some first-timer HYROX doubles ladies, which is really cool just to get their first experience before and after the race. What I like to do before race to decompress and fight the nerves a little bit is to just listen to music that is super casual. It doesn't get me too hyped just yet because I need that energy for 6 p.m. tonight when I actually start. I have been writing out my game plan that my coach gave me, so just been running through that in my notes, and yeah, that just kind of helps me not stress too much, and just I'm a numbers girl, so I like to think about things, analytically. I need to remind myself when to take my gel, which is going to be just after the burpee broad jumps. I'll take my gel then, and I have a specific time that I want to hit then as well. I hope to be finished the burpee broad jumps before the 40-minute mark or just on the 40-minute mark. If I, am on track to my time goal is to get an hour 15 today. And honestly, we're shooting for the moon. If we don't land on the moon, we land on a star, amazing. But I've just worked really hard and I've just been manifesting for this for some time. I do know that an hour 15 is a massive difference from last year when I got an hour 27 in my last HYROX Pro race. So yeah, it is a big difference. I don't know if it's realistic, but we have a bit of a game plan. Let's see if we can execute. And I'm also wearing a hat when I race today. I was gonna wear a sweatband, but I'm so used to wearing a hat and I feel more comfortable in this. I feel so much better, and if I feel confident, then that's gonna help me so much with my performance. So I'd rather feel confident. I'm going to do my warm-up run in the hotel room, which is a little bit earlier than my coach wanted me to warm up. But because it's raining outside, I don't wanna, number one, destroy my shoes. Number two, get injured from slipping. And I don't want to get cold wet and just, completely drenched. So I'd rather just do my 1K run, which is a bit of a progressive into my race pace. And then I will catch an Uber to the venue. I could walk, but again, it is wet and I didn't really bring a rain jacket or anything, so I don't want to risk that. So I'm going to catch the Uber. I'm already registered, so I can just pretty much get in there, start my warm up, and then put my bag away and race. Woo! I don't think I'll go through my entire warm up with you guys, only because I don't want to have to stress about the camera. So next time you see me, I'll be entering the race venue, and then after that, we'll be racing. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Oh man, where do we begin? Last night I did the HYROX Pro Women race in Melbourne and I felt amazing, was on my A game. It just felt really good to get to the start line, nailed my taper, my warm-up went really well, I was fired up, and then I started running and I noticed that my name wasn't coming up on the board as I was running. Didn't really think much of it because I know that sometimes they have technical difficulties, so I was just like, I'm just going to keep going. And then I got to the ski erg, and that's when I got pulled up by the head judge, and he told me that I didn't have a timing chip and my race wasn't going to count for anything. And I had the option to stop there and come back today, which is day 2, and just go solo during the mixed relay time, because that's when the pro weights are out, or I could just have continued last night. Whichever decision I chose, it wasn't going to make a difference anyway. I wouldn't qualify for worlds or anything because I'm not racing with my chip in my actual wave. And I'm just so frustrated at myself because my timing chip was in my backpack and I just got so distracted. Like, I don't understand. There was early registration as well. So the day before, you've got your timing chip and your bands and stuff. Like, that kind of screwed me over, and I'm just really mad at myself that it's obviously not the volunteer's responsibility when you get to the start chute. Like, yes, they probably should have checked for the timing chip, but at the end of the day, it's not their responsibility. It is my responsibility. I had to make sure that I had my timing chip and I didn't. To say I'm heartbroken is like an understatement because, you spend so much time, money, mental energy getting into the groove of things to prepare for an event like this. And then with my goal as well to be world championship qualified, and that was something that I was planning to celebrate last night, and I just had to spend the whole race just knowing that it wasn't going to count. On the bright side, I PR'd my race by 4 minutes-ish, and I felt amazing. Like, when I walked out, I felt like I hadn't even raced. So I guess that it was a good training run, and I'm glad that I continued to do it, because if I pulled out and just, you know, if I didn't continue, I think I would have definitely regretted it. So I'm glad that I did it and I know where my fitness is at. The next HYROX I'm planning to do is in Sydney. So that's in 4 weeks' time. And then I've also booked in for Brisbane as well because I thought, you know what, let's just get as much experience as I can racing while it's in Australia. And then if I don't qualify for Worlds this season, then, you know, it is what it is. But let's give myself a couple of opportunities to do it. I don't understand. I'm really lucky that I was tracking my laps and things on my watch. I had it set to cardio, so I know exactly how fast I went on the runs. The stations is a little bit iffy because that also includes the rock zone, but I was able to write down everything last night, so I had some sort of tangible spreadsheet of all the stations and the timings and things like that. Heartbroken. I definitely cried yesterday and a lot of people saw me cry and I feel so bad, but obviously, you know, things like that hurt and I know that there are worse things in life, but yeah, it's okay to have emotions. Like one of my friends commented on my Instagram, she's like, you know, it's okay to show emotion, like you shouldn't feel bad for it. So yeah. Anyway, today is day 2 for HYROX, so I'm going to head to the venue and judge. I'm also wanting to do some interviews with people as well if I have the time. So I'm just going to check out of this hotel and then head to the venue. Yeah, happier day today. Going to support everyone else and move forward from here. I definitely have a vengeance come Sydney, so let's smash out these next 4 weeks and see what we can do. Just finished up a morning of judging for the Warbles, day number 2 of HYROX. Feeling a little bit mentally better after last night's shenanigans. Judging was a lot more tiring as well than I thought, so props to everyone who does it full time because that is absolutely wild. So we're heading back into the centre because I want to capture some more of the Women's Open and chat to a few of the girls, which will be really cool. So yeah, highly recommend as well if you do get the opportunity after your race or before, just depends on the type of person you are, to volunteer because honestly it's the best. You get such awesome merch and extra little freebies and whatnot, and plus it's just such good vibes. So highly recommend volunteer whether you're judging or doing another role because you get so much out of it and it's so much fun and you get a little behind the scenes look at everything. One of the biggest tips I have as well if you're a spectator for someone is to get to know the course. So read the course map before you get here, know the station order and things like that so that when you want to see, you know, your friend, your family member, whoever is competing, you know where to wait because you don't want to just be following them around the track. It's going to take too much energy and it's just going to be a bit too hectic. So I recommend seeing them at the start line if you want and then head straight to the ski erg and then go through each station in order. You'll capture some of their run anyway wherever you're stationed, so be organised, get there a little bit early so that you get a really good spot to film them. Nice, Rage, doing so well. Just keep moving.
You're closer to the finish than the start.
Hell yeah. Keep it up, just keep going, Rach, just one at a time. You're so close to the end. Don't be afraid to overtake. Come on, Rach, I reckon you got 12 more reps, 12 more. So if you see Rachel's technique, she jumps or she steps out and then she steps back in. That conserves energy. She's doing so good. Come on, Rach. You got 2 more. Woo. Let's go, Rach. Grab a drink if you need it and then straight back to it. I'm at the rowing station. The biggest tip I have for this is to make sure that you
set the damper before you go, and don't set the damper too high. Like realistically, you don't need it more than a 6 if you're a HYROX woman. Setting it on a 5 or a 6 will put you in really good stead, and if you are allowed to put it a bit lower, go for it. People are putting their damper too high. There was actually a girl who was talking to me yesterday who told me that she put her damper on 8 and that's what she's been training at. But if she had put it at a 5 or a 6, I feel like her forearms wouldn't have fried when she got to the farmers and the lunges and things like that. So don't put your damper too high, otherwise it just becomes muscular instead of aerobic. I recommend putting it at like a 5 or a 6. If you're male, it's just going to depend, maybe a 6 or a 7. I have to refresh my mind on the male rules. The number on the damper doesn't mean it's any better. It's actually going to make it harder pull. It's just going to fatigue you a lot more. So go for that lower damper setting.
Woo! You're already more than halfway. You're doing amazing. This is the home stretch. So Rach is striding out her last set. Oh, there we go. So she's doing a little bit of a mix between striding out and also stepping it. She's so close. You don't want to stride out on your first few laps because you probably get a little bit too fatigued, especially because you have to do wall balls after. Let's go, Rach. She's got this. Amazing. Cross that line. Come on, Rach, you got it. Woo! So I'm here with Rachel, who we spoke to yesterday, and she just completed her first HYROX, literally straight off the track. So run us down, how was it?
It was really, really daunting. When I first got out there, I think I just thought too much about what I had ahead of me. And you want me to hold that? And it was really good. It was really awesome. I think once I got past those burpees, I felt all right. And I think I probably could have pushed myself on the runs a bit more, but I don't know. I've never done it before, so I didn't know how to. I didn't want to cook myself and fail. So it's really hard to get it all in my head now.
It's always that first race where you learn so much and you still smash your time, because you were telling me before your goal time was 1:25. And what time did you get?
It's 1:19 and I don't know how many little seconds it was. So
Honest.
Really happy. I accept myself 1:25, but I thought if I can do it less than that, that's what I wanted, less, but I didn't expect to get under 1:20, so I'm really stoked. Really stoked.
You guys should have seen her wall balls as well. Like, she was going ass to grass on every single rep and just flying through those burpees as well. What was your strongest station, do you think?
Farmer's carry for sure. I've been practicing with 24 and 30 kilos, so those 16 kilos were like nothing, so I was kind of able to run most of the way, and then that was really good. And I was actually surprised in my burpees. I didn't think I was going to be able to jump in and out, but it worked and I didn't hurt my hamstring, so I think that helped too. It was really good, and I was happy with the wall balls. I didn't get no reps on any of them, so the practice, watching you do it last year, and practicing with a heavier ball is definitely the way to go. So happy.
What station do you feel like was the one that you were not necessarily struggling, but that you really had to repeat your mantra to yourself?
Sled pull and rowing. Rowing I found quite tough. It was just like a slog the whole way. And I think I need to work out better on my sled pulling technique. The push was fine. I tried that new technique and that was like so but the sled pull, especially because I'm going to do pro in Perth. So I need to get a bit better at all of that.
That was my next question. So what are your plans for the rest of the HYROX season?
Just Perth. So because Spartan got cancelled, why not go to Perth and do HYROX there, and why not push myself even harder and do pro? It's going to be really hard. But I think I can do it. I might not be as fast, but I don't know. Maybe I will be. Hopefully.
Exactly. You don't know until you try, and you've already done your first one, and you'll come back even stronger because you've got how many weeks? 12 weeks?
Or a little bit under 12 weeks.
September. So yeah, it might be about 10 weeks. So plenty of time to train and get really strong.
So good to chat with you, and we'll see you in Perth.
Yes, see you there.
All right, so I'm here with Marianne, and what race did you do yesterday?
I did a women's doubles pro.
Awesome, and was it your first time doing the doubles pro?
First time, was amazing. I really like. I had a lot of fun.
And you did the women's pro single last year. What do you think is the main difference between the doubles and the singles?
Definitely doubles. You can have like time for briefing and then think about the strategy and work. As my partner yesterday, she was like stronger for like more upper body dominant, and I'm lower body. So it was very good mix, and then you could like do my PB. That was amazing. That's easier.
What was your favorite station yesterday?
For me, I like wall balls, definitely. Wall balls and lunges, yeah.
And what was the one that you didn't like very much?
Running for me is the worst, my main difficult, my weakness, but yesterday the sled pull, because the rope was very stretching, was a bit, hard.
And what's your plans for the rest of the season? What other races are you going to do?
Wow, I'm planning to do with Monique in Brisbane as a single pro, and let's see, maybe Perth.
Amazing, we'll see you there.
See you guys, thank you.